Oh, hello. So let's talk about who I am and what I do and why I do it. Who I am, I'm a real Ghostbuster. Or shall I call myself that? Because I have been making a difference for this whole community, for 3 years plus. So, I mean, there's been more than that, but I at least can recall 3 years. So, yeah, and I've gotten a paper for doing at least 3 according to this year itself. So, without further ado, let's talk about me, my gears, and all that. I have all these gears to go with my costume because they were either lended down to me or talked to me and talked to about, with me, telling me the location of where they were and exactly where they were. So I'd say, why not go out and get something like that and see what happens. So yeah, I did. So yeah, that's basically that. Who I am is, like I said, I've been making a difference for my community. Um, I'm a person who wants to make a difference for everybody because there's been a lot of hate going around. There's been a lot of fear. There's been a lot of anger. And I'm sick of hearing, oh, this is the worst year. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, this and that. So I'm all like, no, I'm going to prove different. I'm going to prove different. There have been worse cases, and there are still other people that, sorry, don't know if you can hear me, that, have cancer and have other diseases, and they have to still go through this. The other day I saw a disabled person, and I had to say to the person who was taking care of them, I said, you both are teaching me every day, no matter how hard it gets, to stay strong. You know, even if you can't use your legs, you stay strong. Thank you, is what I said. And they said, well, are you disabled? And I said, actually, yeah. This is why I support other people that are. Yeah, I hope I don't mean any harm, and I hope you both kind of understand in your own way, like, that I care, you know. So let's talk about Lucy, right? Because there was a character in the real Ghostbusters named Lucy. I did not ever know this. I just looked it up because I really wanted to know if on Google or anything. And the only thing I could get off of Google is my YouTube or my Facebook or my Instagram or my anything. It does not have any stories about me. Google, could you please have a story about me? Tell me how to do it. Somebody tell me how to do it, please. But I'm going to leave those social media links down below because I finally figured out what they are. So, Lucy, by the way, Lucy Barrett Spangler is her whole name. The original story is, she is related both to Dana Barrett and to Phoebe Spangler, which would also be the granddaughter of Egon Spangler. Now, wouldn't that be correct? It turns out this all connects to me, which also leads me to be A.J. Spangler, because I decided that since Lucy's last name was Spangler, and her middle name was Barrett, because she was related to both parties, I decided to go with the last name, because it turns out that she was my lost cousin after I met her. I only figured that out after I met her in the storyline that I made. It went really well together because I also did a prequel of when I met her. So yeah, she does not have a little Ghostbuster belt. She has the blue proton pack, which you can get these these pens. They're pens, and they're at Dollar Tree, so you can go get a Lucy proton pack. There was also a candy over there once upon a time, but I did help it to come around. Also, the proton packs for 2018. I used to work for a company for a little while. I tried it. And it turns out that the company hooked me up with Spirit one day and to give reviews on certain things that they did. So I did the best I could, and I gave all good things because I love Spirit. And I said, the only problem I would have if I did, and I said this to the co-op who I think did publish it because right after there was proton packs, at least that at the time, and then they added more each year, like I do to my suit each year. So they basically were doing what I was doing. But they said, I really wish you guys would do Ghostbuster stuff. I said something around this line. Could you guys please do that and make it to where anybody who wants to be a Ghostbuster could do this? Get the whatever permission you need. So I don't even know if they contact out to the actors right after because I was told that they also had something to do with this. So maybe they've even heard about me before. I mean, I don't know because I did work for them for a little bit. I mean, not for the actors or for the company, but for the surveys that would say, oh, hey, go and check this out. And, it was like a work at home gig at the time. So I tried it. And I still get stuff today a bit about still do it because we love your stuff. And maybe one day we'll even have you connect with such and such and such and such. And I go, no, I don't want to. Because even though they may act and they may like what I do, I never have. I mean, I can't really say that because in my first afterlife, I acted. I had a whole piece of paper. I wrote down in only words I could understand because my sloppy writing. But it was in sloppy writing, and it had Lucy's or Paula's line of, I don't like this. Let's get out of here in the basement. I think that one was Paula. And then Lucy was introduced when Paula left. So the story is Paula left because she realized that she didn't want to be a Ghostbuster. She had somebody else better. So she contacts her sister. And I didn't know who she was. So then, she says that she was here. She came here for a job. That's the prequel. And I said, okay, what's your, this or that. And that's the prequel, which was also the sketch. But I came up with the sketch to go off of that, which is the prequel. Which everything ties together, like in a third movie would. And I said I hated this because Afterlife was being delayed. And so I was all like, I'm still going to make that difference. There's other Ghostbusters, there's other, people, and I love that. But I'm going to be different, and I'm going to choose to make a difference in my own way. I don't have money, a lot of money. I don't have this or that, right? I don't have a lot myself. I've said that on the indie newspaper. I don't have a lot. I give what I can. And it can either be candy, it can be logos, it can be papers that give you some information about me so you can text me, you can, know who to call if you seriously do have some problems sleeping at night or whatnot. I'll come and I will try to assess things as a real Ghostbuster. I will also be brave because, my proton pack has actually been blessed to destroy negative things. If it's positive, it won't destroy it. It will just maybe phase it, but it won't destroy it. But if it's positive, I won't even mess with it because it's positive. You need that in your life. If it's negative, however, you need somebody to come who's serious about what they do, and I am. I'm a real Ghostbuster. I truly do different things. I truly do go to events. I'm going to one this Saturday. So yeah, and I'm going to a birthday party, a Halloween birthday party as a Ghostbuster. I have all the stuff I'm looking forward to. There's all of this stuff, and all of it. But then, people were wondering, how is Rattles related to all these people? Well, in the afterlife, it turns out that Rattles has been around to be everywhere. And he knows Beetlejuice. He knows the Exorcist ghost. I don't remember the name of it, of the ghost that possessed Regan. But, yeah, he knows of Regan as well. He knows of Slimer. He knows of Freddy Krueger. He knows of all. He's related to all the horrors. So this is why it's so hard to destroy him, is because he gets the power of zapping back the proton stream. We recently catched him and destroyed him by the Ghost Chipper, which was a 2016 gear, but I made it more old-fashioned because I was all like, I didn't like it. So I did the old-fashioned of where my version is I've made the technology for all the Ghostbuster stuff in my own way. Like the proton pack has a trap instead of you clicking on a trap. It's like it already has it built with it. It's the little silver canister on it, which I'll have to show one time. Lucy's trap is basically in her circle bubble, so she can catch a million plus ghosts as well. That's as much ghosts as you can. A million plus, that means more than a million. And it's like never ending. You know, it's infinity ghosts, but we just say more than a million because it's at least more than a million. You know? And it's possibly, that means that it's over 9,000. That meme is so good. I miss it. So I had to bring it back. Sorry, I bring back classic stuff. I'm a classic person, and that's why I care about others. You know, I'm not going to quit this Halloween. I'm going around, even if I have to leave something for somebody. I yeah, I just will do whatever I can. You know, and there's people saying that their houses are haunted and whatnot, so I'm all like, you know who to go. I will be there. I will do it. And for Halloween, I'll be going a little bit of everywhere, so you best be keeping an eye out. A mask that I wear, so I may look like this when I come at you, but you get the gist. You know, this is me without my nose and mouth. So yeah, basically, you get the gist. And yeah, so I made an afterlife thing of getting a ghost trap and a PKE meter and a walkie-talkie. I'm gonna have to get that this time around because I didn't get it last time around. And some other things, maybe even making a little tiny ecto one that I can ride in because we have a little car, and I was thinking maybe if I'm very polite and go about the right way, they'll say yes. But love makes you do some crazy things, guys. And you know, I'm a virgin, so I can light the black flame candle. Bring the three witches back! Yay! I'm a virgin. Isn't that great? I bet a lot of people are wondering. I wonder what. It's because I have curly hair. That's why, and I'm ugly. Look at this. People say I'm talented, though. Like, for doing the voices, for doing, you know, the drawings. These are my drawings. And I do them different scales. I have the different scales on my window. I have the different scales over here. I have different scales everywhere. And I'm giving them out. So people are thinking, you're talented. And I'm all like, well, I did draw that, right? I have to first start with the circle cylinder, of course, and then I draw the ghost, which, as you can see here, I don't think it came out so well, because the tail is always kind of hard for me, but you just kind of come down with it, and then sometimes you can add another lump. With this one I did, as you can see closely, that's another lump. So yeah, thank you all for your time. There's nothing more I have to say, so thank you.